and welcome to Let's Go Racing. I'm Dani Gibson here with Dick Jerardi, and we are back racing at Parx. We catch up on some local races, also Kentucky Derby points on the line in the Holy Bull at Gulfstream, other national races, but it was great to get some normalcy back. Of course, we didn't get through the full card Monday, but Tuesday and Wednesday, back to business.
Yeah, we like that. It was a little warmer. It's all relative, right? Warmer compared to 5 degrees. It was more like 30, so we can handle that.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've been dealing with it in Northeast, all the other racetracks dealing with it as well, but we want to get back to what we love, horse racing.
Indeed.
So let's get to some. We have Wednesday's 10th race. This was like a mini stakes race here at Parx. Optional claiming if you went for that big $100,000 tag, $55,000 on the line, going 6 furlongs, and Maximus Meridius coming off 2 wins is the favorite.
Yeah, and look, he won 2 stakes this time last year up at Aqueduct, and he's got the resume. That's why he's favored over a really strong field, but he's got the best resume by far.
Yeah, let's talk about Bucarino for Freddie Velasquez. Look, he was breathing fire in the paddock before the race, and I know Freddie wanted to get another work into him.
Yeah, speaking of good resumes, this horse has won over $500,000, and of course he won the stakes race right after the PA Derby this year. Very popular.
Well, it's Parx and anything can happen, and here's Wednesday's 10th race.
21 and 4. They are quick on the front end, and into the far turn they go. And to the inside, Bernie's Mitts. He's doing all the heavy lifting. Flanked to the outside by the impressive presence of Twisted Ride. Beginning to move, drop line. He's making a move from mid-pack to the inside. Bucarino as they head around the far turn, and Bernie's Mitts. He is game on the lead. Twisted Ride. Maximus Meridius looms as well. And up the inside, Bucarino. Anyone's race in this quality group to the inside. Bucarino, Bernie's Mitts not giving in. Counter Spy. He's looking for room on the outside. Twisted Ride to the inside. Counter Spy. He's going to get the win. Counter Spy over Bucarino.
Well, Counter Spy came down the inside, coming off a really long layoff from July, and Francisco Martinez was aboard. And look, he has such a talent of getting horses to relax and really make a big run from the back, a different tactic from Counter Spy. And look, there was a scary incident, drop line, clipped heels. Bernie Mitts went in a Twisted Ride, who went in a to drop line, but Abner Dorno, drop line were both okay. That's what's important.
Yeah, 14-1 on Counter Spy was kind of the tale of 2 horses for Jack Armstrong, right? Counter Spy wins a drop line, as you said, Dani. Clipped heels at the stretch. Good news is rider horse fine. And we had seen Jack Bruce and I a little before the race. He says, "I never win when you guys are here." Yes, you do, actually, Jack. And we got a chance to catch up to one of our great owners here after the race. Here's Jack. Jack, Counter Spy, of all the horses you've had, where does he rank?
Wow. He's up there. I mean, I've owned a lot, obviously, as you know, 26 years or so. But, yeah, he's a really hard knocker. He gives his best, sprinting, routing. You know, he's coming off the layoff today. We didn't know what to expect, but he ran a real big race.
You're not 14-1 very often. Did you get any of that?
No, I did not. Dick, I have so much. I tell people I have so much invested trying to make the bills every month that gambling on top of it would probably not be very wise.
Fair enough. Now, drop line looked like maybe he clipped heels. What's his status?
Yeah, I just talked to Abner for a second. He seems okay. A little shaken up, obviously, when you go down like that. Right. But he seemed like it was just clipping heels, and he seemed fine. And looked like he was running too, so we don't know what would happen.
This wasn't technically a stakes race, but it might as well have been. I mean, this is some of the best horses here at Parx to win a race like this.
You know, any level at Parx, all these money allowances always are basically, when you go in a 75,000 stake or 100 stake here, it's the same horses, so it don't have stake up top, but basically it's a stake, 100%.
What's this been like for you the last couple of weeks when you can't train, you can't run, and obviously you're still spending money at the
Yeah, it's tough. Obviously, it's very tough. The meter's running, you're paying everybody. You can't run. It's winter racing. You know, I mean, you know, you say it is what it is. A lot of people use that saying, but you know, that's what it is. You know, it presents a bigger problem, I think, for the trainers, you know, getting the horses ready and all, and then as today, I think you've seen some long odds win. You never know who's going to respond to missing training and who needs the training. So, you know, it's tough.
Congratulations to Counter Spy and Jack, and look out for Bucarino because he was loaded, under pressure the whole way, and I see another big race from him. Well, how about we go down to Florida? Yeah. Kentucky Derby points on the line in the Grade 3 Holy Bull. 3-year-olds going a mile and 16th, and the favorite is Cannoneer Brad Cox.
Yeah, super impressive in maiden wins by open lengths by 7, gets a 90 buyer. Brad Cox into mischief. Yeah, of course they're the favorite. Why wouldn't they be?
Todd Pletcher has the second choice,
Yep.
Nearly. But talk about Ted Naffy. We won't see him for a little bit.
Right, so it was announced earlier that week that Ted Naffy was off the Derby trail. Maybe we see him at Saratoga. Unfortunate, our undefeated 2-year-old champ. But you know what? Then one's out, one's in. Nearly, we talked about him last week. This is the son of Not This Time. Been very impressive in his 2 wins, win by 9, win by 5. Johnny V, Todd, have they ever won any races together?
They do. Well, let's see what happens in the Holy Bull.
Cannoneer leads, but only narrowly. Nearly, and John Velasquez moved right up alongside in second through an aggressive opening quarter of 22-4. Bravaro is an in-hand third for Gaffleone, watching the in-battle duo while 3 lengths behind. 2 back to Special Aviator. Jaime Torres allows Incredible to settle off the speed. He's about 7 lengths off the pace setters, and he's well clear of Project Ace, who's last of the 6, as the battle rages on to the first finish line. They went the half mile in a testing 45-4. On the outside, Nearly, toward the inside, Cannoneer. They've been at each other from the bell. Third is Bravaro, 2.5 better than Global Aviator. Torres is called on Incredible. He hasn't got a response, and well back to Project Ace. They round the far turn now. Nearly makes his move to stick a neck in front. Cannoneer has inside position and tries to counter the attack. Up to the outside, Bravaro, 4 better than Global Aviator, and they're at the top of the stretch. 3/4, 110-1. It's Nearly who has the lead. He'll have to turn back Bravaro, who moves up on the outside, and he's the only danger. Cannoneer is back third, then Global Aviator, and they're on their way home. Nearly shaken up for the drive by Johnny V, still responding with a 3-length lead, and Bravaro is destined for second. The 2026 Holy Bull goes to Centennial Farms. Nearly in a dominant display, won by 7.
Nearly under pressure the whole way, giving Cannoneer all he can handle, but gets the job done. And they're going to skip the Fountain of Youth Florida Derby next, they think.
That's kind of Todd's situation. He doesn't like to run him too often, and this horse has had a lot of races and not that much time. 3 wins now by a combined 20 lengths. Danny, we always say, is this a contender or pretender? This horse is a contender.
Yeah.
That was serious business. That's a 98 buyer. It's a really good number for this stage. And yeah, look, Not This Time. I don't know if Into Mischief isn't the best sire in the USA right now, then Not This Time is.
We'll be talking about this sire a little more later in the show. We're going to go to our first break. When we come back, we have lots more local racing and some more national races, so stick around.
Parx Hot Corner has emerged with an uncontested lead.
We've got your new Ford right here at Chapman Ford of Horsham. Looking for a new Bronco Sport? We've got them. Maybe a new Escape? Got plenty. Want a new Explorer? We have them too. Maybe you have your eye on a new F-150. Huge selection for you. If it's a new Bronco you've wanted, you are in luck. How about an EV? The Mach-E and F-150 Lightning are both in stock. And with great lease terms and low APR financing available, we can help you get the new Ford you want. Chapman Ford of Horsham.
My team at BetParx Online Sportsbook and Casino has a great offer for new users. Download the BetParx app, open a new account, and get up to $50 back on your first sports bet if it doesn't win. Plus, you'll get a BetParx bonus box with 50 BetParx coins and 50 bonus spins on the BetParx Collect 'em online slot game. For details, visit betparx.com.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Let's Go Racing. We have more local races to bring you from Parx. We're going to Tuesday's 9th race. It's a Pennsylvania bred allowance race, $41,000 on the line. First level allowance, 6.5 furlongs, and beyond expectations, heavy favorite here.
Yeah, 1 to 5, the half to Uncle Heavy. He's had some really good performances. We'll see how he does here.
He's got to contend with Mr. Punctuality, named after Uptown Charlie Brown's Bob Hutt.
Of course, Mr. Punctuality. Bob's always on time, is that what he's saying?
Here it is, Tuesday's 9th.
Showtime Matinee. He takes the lead from beyond expectations. Mr. Punctuality takes back in third. McCracken's Ghost. He's on the outside. He's in fourth. Then it's back to Willis House. Starlord has 1 beat, and that is Check My 6. 22-1. They are going quick with less than a half mile to go. They head towards the far turn, and with the lead, Showtime Matinee. Beyond Expectations closes that gap. He's in second. Mr. Punctuality's making his move now as well. Then it's back to McCracken's Ghost, followed by Willisau. Star-Lord, he's sixth. And at the back, Check My Six. Beyond Expectations has taken over to the inside. Showtime Matinee trying to come back. And on the outside, Mr. Punctuality, he still has some momentum. They head around the far turn. And Beyond Expectations leads the way to the inside. Showtime Matinee, he's game. He fights on to the outside. Mr. Punctuality, he has found his stride. And he's up to challenge Beyond Expectations. And he goes right on by. It's Mr. Punctuality with the 16th left. On the far outside, McCracken's Ghost is making up some ground late, but it is all Mr. Punctuality right on time.
Mr. Punctuality was quite on time for his win. Nice stalking trip too. Dexter Haddock really gave him a great ride. Lupe Preciado had this horse very ready to go.
Yeah, no question. Uptown Charlie Brown stud, and Beyond Expectation just didn't really fire. I mean, he's had better days, but it was all Mr. Punctuality.
Yeah, and how about Star-Lord, 73-1, creeping up for second by Uptown Charlie Brown. Pretty cool.
Of course, well done.
Let's go to Tuesday's 10th race, $50,000 purse, and it's an optional claiming. Few in for that $16,000 tag, and the favorite is in for the tag, Harp's Hot Corner.
Yeah, Harp's Hot Corner. I mean, this horse won over 300,000. When he's good, he is really good. We'll see how good he is today.
He's a tricky dude. Mission First, second choice.
Yeah, Mission First, solid and a good paper. We shall see.
And here we go into Tuesday's 10.
And Harp's Hot Corner has emerged with an uncontested lead, chasing now in second. Mission First of Vautresan, he's backing off. Smoke Wagon into that third spot. Then it's back to Jackson Road. Coach Bennett, he's advancing. He's into sixth. The outside face down. Solo in Paris, he's at the back. And Harp's Hot Corner, he's been handled confidently as they go through an opening quarter. 22-4, Harp's Hot Corner. Mission First turns up the tempo to the outside. He's in second. Smoke Wagon of Vautresan. Then it's back to Coach Bennett, Jackson Road, face down. Solo in Paris skims the rail in last. And Harp's Hot Corner, shaking them all off. He hits the top of the stretch and says, "Come and catch me." He is responding gamely. Harp's Hot Corner to the outside. Mission First. Smoke Wagon continues to gain, but Harp's Hot Corner has had it all his own way. There's a 16th left, and Harp's Hot Corner, he is going to win in a tail-swishing romp. Harp's Hot Corner, he gets the win.
Well, Harp's Hot Corner got that speed back. Him and Michael Sanchez certainly know how to get it done, and he was claimed out of this race, but how about this? 3 wins on the card for owner Mashi Mark. He had an incredible Tuesday.
Well done. I like it. And Michael Pino, does he win any races?
Yeah.
On occasion?
He won 2 for Mashi Mark. Jack Abrams won the 3rd, but what a day for that owner.
Very nice. Very nice. And claimed by Top Notch, Marty Shaw, and our man Cheeto.
Yeah, we'll see Harpy back in the entries. All right, let's go back to Gulfstream. The Grade 3 Forward Gal. This is 3-year-old fillies. Kentucky Oaks points on the line. 7 furlongs is the distance, and the favorite On Time Girl, Brad Cox.
And you mentioned Not This Time, a daughter of the great stallion, Not This Time.
And mythical Edgar Zayas coming off a nice win in a Florida bred race.
And you got to like any daughter of a sire named St. Patrick's Day. I don't know that sire. I know St. Patrick's Day, March 17th.
Full brother to American Pharoah St. Patrick's Day was.
Really?
Yes. I had a St. Patrick's Day, so I'm
About
very
that.
well versed.
Oh, my.
All right, here it is, the Forward Gal.
And up front, it's On Time Girl between, Mythical inside, and Paratrice outside. 22-4, that's a very reasonable opening quarter. Castellano has Tessellate fourth at the inside. Now, On Time Girl got shuffled back. Irad Ortiz Jr. tightened up for Racing Room on race favorite On Time Girl. She's back to 5th now. Getting started on her outside is Holland Drive, and here's in Paratrice to take the lead. 5/16 away, and Paratrice is in front. Mythical working harder, but she's back to 2nd. Outside Holland Drive, still needing room is On Time Girl. Underway wide is Sneaky Good. At the rail, Tessellate. Plenty of hopes here as they straighten for the drive. Imperatrice has the lead off the corner. Far outside, Sneaky Good. At the rail, here's the run from Tessellate. Now into the clear, On Time Girl. On Time Girl living up to her name as she's hit the front at the right time. She's front and center, and she's much the best horse. The Forward Gal Stakes goes to the race favorite, On Time Girl.
On Time Girl gets the win with Irad Ortiz, Brad Cox, and Not This Time the sire. Look, he's got a big year, lots of winners. What a prolifical sire he is.
Yeah, he's just amazing. I mean, he could be 3/4 on the dirt, it could be long on the turf, it could be 2 miles. Like next is a son of Not This Time. It's just amazing. And On Time Girl, only in 82, will have to improve, but it's still early. We'll see.
Well, how about sprinters in the Swale Stakes down at Gulfstream? 3-year-olds going 7 furlongs, and our favorite is Solitude Dude.
And should be. 2 starts, 2 absolute dominating wins for Sappy Joseph. impressive. Yeah, Solitude Dude, son of the great sprinter Yopon.
I like Yopon. And class president, second choice, but pretty solid field here.
I was not the class president. How about you?
No.
No.
I was at horse shows or the track. Here's the swale.
It was a very easy opening furlong for the 1-5 favorite Solitude Dude. He struts his speed in the swale with a length to work with. Epic Summer is now racing from second. Out the center, Di Cachete now third. At the inside, it's class president who follows along in fourth. In between horses is Langvad, and the trailer is Hammond. They swing to the far turn. The opening quarter was walking for this level, 23-1. Solitude Dude out for a stroll so far. From second, it's Epic Summer. At the rail, class president will make his presence felt with an inside run. On the far outside, it's Hammond, then Di Cachete. Langvad tamely drops away. They run past the 5/16. Irad Ortiz Jr. still sitting pretty on Solitude Dude. Lets out just half a notch and still has the lead with a quarter of a mile left to go. Inside class president, outside Hammond, back to fourth Epic Summer. Off the turn in the stretch drive, and Irad Ortiz Jr. says, Solitude Dude, it's time to put it away. And he just did. He's now 3 in front with no dangers. This is a very talented son of Yalpon. It's Solitude Dude.
Solitude Dude with the win and broke on top, kick clear, just a convincing win with Irad.
Yeah, 95 by our third different rider, result all the same. Now, Safi's got a bit of a dilemma here. You know, everybody wants to get on the Derby trail,
Yeah.
and he's at least thinking about the Fountain of Youth, but I think in the back of his mind, he says, look, this is a son of Yopon. He's probably a sprinter, so we'll see what Safi decides. I mean, he was really good at 7/8, but 7/8, one turn, a mile and an eighth, two turn, a little different world. We shall see.
Absolutely. Well, nice win for him. And we're going to go to another break when we come back. We have more racing from Parx. It was a great week here. We're happy to be back from it.
They head through the far turn. Stone Adora Girl with the lead. His purple comes on.
This is Parx.
This is how you roll, this is how it goes. This is how you pop, this is how you rock. Take a chance, do a dance, little romance. This is how you. This is how you excite, this is how you all night. 360 hit me, now we're going all in. I can feel it calling, the crowd, the light, the night, the sights, the vibe is right. This is how you. This is
Parx, Pennsylvania's #1 casino experience. This is how you win.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parx Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parx is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
Welcome back, everybody. We're going to go to more racing from Parx. Wednesday's 8th race, fillies and mares going 6 furlongs. And the favorite Up and Running has to switch gears here. No races to go long. Freddie said he's been entering long, so they're going to try sprinting.
Yeah, look, on paper, certainly a major contender, and is bet that way, down 2-1.
Yeah, pretty good field here. Let's talk about the 2 Butter Kisses. I mean, since breaking her maiden, she's been doing nothing but winning.
Yeah, I mean, 10 starts, 2, 3, and 1, 68,000. You got to like consistency.
Pretty good field here, but the veterans could shake it up in Wednesday's 8th.
Is purple. She's confronted on the outside by Sonadora Girl, backing off into third. Spicy Delight up and running takes that third spot. That's Miss Easy in fifth. Missy 66 making up some ground. She's in sixth and beginning to gain. And at the back, Butter Kisses. Sonadora Girl has taken over 22-4, and they head through the far turn. Sonadora Girl with the lead. Tiz Purple comes on, and Up and Running goes by them both. Up and Running has now taken command. Tiz Purple fights on. Sonadora Girl, she excuses herself and drops back. And Missy 66, she's trying to sustain her rally. Top of the stretch, Up and Running has a clear lead. Tiz Purple running on gamely. Miss Easy trying to get a piece, and on the far outside, Missy 66 trying to sustain her rally, but Up and Running brought her run-in shoes today. There's a 16th left. Miss Easy, now she's gaining with every stride. Up and Running trying to hold off Miss Easy, who's gaining strongly down to the line. Miss Easy.
Miss Easy, the veteran Scott Lake and the veteran Angel Castillo. Nice timed win. Looked like Freddie had it win there, Frankie Pennington with Up and Running, but Miss Easy got her at the wire.
Yeah, Up and Running made that big move on the turn. It absolutely looked like the winner, and the Miss Easy came and got very late and tough day for Freddie.
I know.
Bucarina looks like the winner. winner. Up and Run It looked like the winner, but that's the game.
2 solid seconds for Freddie Velasquez, our Hall of Famer. Well, let's go to Tuesday's 9th race, a mile and 70 yards, optional claiming $16,000. $50,000 is the purse. And Prince Colton and John Kirby coming off a win for post-time favorite.
Yeah, good numbers. Just doesn't run too many bad races. I mean, 36 starts, closing on $250,000 in earnings.
And the undefeated Uncle Arles was bad at the gate. He wouldn't go in, so he was a late scratch. So we'll see what happens in Tuesday's 9th.
And Malibu Warrior, he's up to confront Prince Colton, and Prince Colton holds that lead with his ears pricked, puts his neck in front, and extends a bit more with that big stride over Malibu Warrior. He's in second. Secured Landing, he's in third. Then gap back to Mo Reward, followed by Happily Delusional. Nixon Joy, he is unhurried early. He is at the back, 23 flat. They continue on down the backstretch, and Prince Colton on the inside. Malibu Warrior takes another swing. They are back on even terms. Then it's back to Secured Landing. Mo Rewards, Happily Delusional, fifth. And at the back, Nixon Joy and Malibu Warrior. He puts his nose in front. Prince Colton goes with him as they go towards the far turn. The half, 46-3 on the inside. Malibu Warrior and Prince Colton. He has reclaimed the lead. Malibu Warrior tries to stick with him. Then it's back to Secured Landing, followed by Happily Delusional. Mo Rewards at the back. Nixon Joy to the inside, reclaiming the lead. Malibu Warrior on the outside. Prince Colton. These two have been slugging it out, and Malibu Warrior now emerges with the lead. Prince Colton's giving chase, but Malibu Warrior has put him away. Malibu Warrior has the lead. Prince Colton running on gamely, but Malibu Warrior now opening up on the outside. Secured Landing, he's making up ground late, but it is Malibu Warrior, a 16th left at a very big price. Malibu Warrior trying to pull the upset, and he does. Malibu Warrior over Prince Colton.
Malibu Warrior and Prince Colton in a match race the whole way around, but Malibu Warrior getting the win off the claim. And I talked to the owner, Wesley Torres. He's a former jockey himself. He said, look, I claimed him. I liked him. I wanted to give him the shot before, dropping him down. I wanted to raise him. And Patrick Henry is no bug boy. He was a leading rider at Portland Meadows, and he's a great rider, great person, and everybody was rooting for him.
30-1. You got to love it.
Nice win for them. Well, now it's time to go to Best of the Rest, and we head out to Santa Anita.
Yes, we do.
Saturday's 6th race, a maiden special weight for 3-year-olds. Why are we interested?
We're interested in the 7 Potente, a Bob Baffert $2.4 million yearling, making his debut. He's going to just get up, win this thing by about 3/4 of a length at the wire. Only a 79 buyer, so I don't know how much of a contender is. I don't know that he's justified, but we shall see with Potente.
Well, he surely showed his speed quickly. Well, let's keep it going out at California at Santa Anita. It's Sunday's 5th race, and Surfin' USA is going to make a huge sustained run and kept a task.
Yes, it's 6.5 on the grass. The 3 is Surfin' USA. And there's a story here, but you got to listen to Frank Miramonti's call as they hit the stretch and the finish line, and then I'll explain.
Surfing USA, fancy lady, nose and nose, Surfing USA for the late, great Jeff Siegel and Eric Sondheimer.
And if you heard the emotion in Frank's voice, he's talking about Jeff Siegel, who was an absolute legend in Southern California. In my opinion, I wrote about it this week on Let'sGoRacingParks.com, the best handicapper of racehorses in the 21st century. And he had so many other things he was involved in. He was involved with Team Valor and Barry Irwin. They won some gigantic races, prized, won the Breeders' Cup Turf and Martial Law. Jeff passed away in October, so a very emotional day at Santa Anita. I called Jeff. He is a really good friend and just a guy, if I was ever looking at a California race, Danny, and I wasn't sure, I'd either call him, text him, or just read what he wrote on XBTV or he's on HRTV. Just one of the sharpest people, and I'm hoping that he's in that Joe Hurst Media Roll Hall of Fame very soon, and I would hope he gets a Special Eclipse Award because there's nobody more important to California racing in the last half century than Jeff Siegel.
Well, nice win for him and his family, Surfing USA. Well, we're going to stay out at Santa Ynez, the Grade 2 San Pasqual Stakes, a mile and an eighth, $200,000. Lots of horses taking different shots. Gotta love the old classy guy, Midnight Mammoth, but we have a local connection
We
here.
do. Ghazali was a recent claim by our buddy Joe Bessiker with Doug O'Neill. Now, he's a long shot in there. Joe texted me, he said, we're just taking a shot, and you can see the Ghazali was taking a shot. He really wasn't much of a factor. Westwood's loose on the lead, the 6. Our man John Sheriffs of Baeza fame, who's won this race 4 times in 8 years, so John knows how to win it. Westwood gets it done. Ghazali was in it. They took a shot.
Yeah, and the same ownership as Baeza, so pretty cool to see that, the CRK Silks. All right, let's go to this week's PTHA Trophy race, Tuesday's 4th race, starter allowance, $25,000 on the line, 6 furlongs, and Dexter waited to make the move. He just wore down Confiscated. Kate DeMassey's horse is on the lead, but you could see him getting a little late and keeping the faith, and Dexter Haddock are going to roll by.
Yeah, for sure. Roll by, indeed, Jacinto Solis and Dexter. Really good combination.
All right, now it's time to see who got this week's Jockey of the Week. Congratulations, Francisco Martinez, our Jockey of the Week. He brought home some bombs, rolling from last to first on several thrilling wins, making him our Jockey of the Week, sponsored by NovaCare, the power of physical therapy. All right, this trainer had some great wins. Let's see who got this week's Trainer of the Week honors. Congratulations, Bobby Moscow had a couple of exciting wins, including Counter Spy coming off the layoff. Congratulations, Bobby Moscow, our Trainer of the Week, brought to you by the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. Time for another great family photo for you, brought to you by Turning for Home. Black tie gift with new adopter Jessica and his other new buddy that he's going to hang with. And Jessica's so excited for new adventures. And shout out to the partner farm that helped transition Black tie gift, Safe Haven Equine. And they've been working with us for many years from Turning for Home, doing a great job.
Yeah, the partner farms, nothing happens without them. They get them from here to there.
Yep. It's a team effort. Well, we're going to go to another break. When we come back, we're going to have Parx picks and talk about who we had on Gate to Wire. Stick around.
Some call you the Sultan of Slots. Others, the Baron of Baccarat. The rest, just Meemaw. I'm tapped in. I'm tapped in. But no matter who you are, you know there's always another way to win on the Parx app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours. Take those pearls, Meemaw.
Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Go Racing. And let's talk about Ion Racing, some cancellations and rescheduled races, but what can we look for today?
So 3-year-old filly Nitrogen, 3-year-old filly Champ, she makes her 4-year-old debut in the Bacoa at Oaklawn Park. And at Santa Anita, in the newly named Wayne Lucas Stakes, the Breeders' Cup Filly Mare Sprint winner Splendora goes, and the Robert Lewis, the first of the really significant 3-year-old prep races. A lot of untested horses, to be determined what happens there.
Yeah, in Tampa Bay Downs, the Sam F. Davis and
there you go.
points for the Derby. Here we go. We do. All right, well, let's see who we have for Parx picks. We're going to look at Monday's 9th race, 6.5 furlongs, $52,000, and I'm going to go with an old trusty, Jamie Ness, Sweet Laura, outside post, towards the outside anyway, Yedzit Hazelwood, the star bug rider. I like it.
Sentimental pick for me. Aoife's Magic. She was awesome as a 2-year-old. Hasn't won since. Had the surgery. She's been out for a while, but she's running well. It's not like she's not giving big efforts. Come on. Get her home. Get the daughter of Smarty Jones.
It would be cool to see Aoife get the win for our buddy Arthur, the owner, and Dave DeTolo.
Absolutely.
Well, we had a great guest on this week's Gate to Wire. We talked with esteemed horse racing journalist and longtime running podcast co-host Bill Finley of Down the Stretch. And we talked about journalism and horse racing, and him and Bruce reminisced with some cool history.
You know, Bill and I spent many days together on the road covering Triple Crowns and Breeders' Cup and whatever. New York Daily News, one of the great guys in the game, and he's still in it and Down the Stretch every Saturday morning with he and Dave Johnson.
Yeah, it's just one of those shows you always kind of look forward to. Well, we have some news and notes for you. And, you know, we talked about the Eclipse Awards, but local star Bookham Dano, the New Jersey bred, he won male sprinter. And I know Paul Bricioni, the dentist of Bookham Dano, was very excited, and the whole family. And we get to see them run here at Park, so just what a cool thing for them.
Very deserving. The three of us all voted for him. I didn't particularly think it was close. Look, the Breeders' Cup sprint winner was awesome, Ben Tornado, but that was it. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, Bookham Dano had a season and a really good one, and we'll get to see him again next year.
Yeah, looking forward to a great perfect handling by trainer Derek Ryan.
Absolutely.
Well, some news out of Penn National.
Yep.
Longtime track announcer John Bogart is going to retire, and he just had one of those great voices, and his selections were always on point. And you knew if he picked your horse, he had a lot of confidence in you, and they're going to be selecting a new announcer.
Yeah, John started in 1985, so you're talking 40 years. And John's predecessor was Fred Lipkin, and they're both good friends of mine. I spent many nights at Penn National playing in that Penn National World Series of handicapping. Loved it. John's one of the good guys. He's had a great career. Good for him that he's getting a chance to retire on his terms, and we'll see who's next at Penn.
Yeah, and our Horsemen's Awards Banquet is coming up. It's March 7th, so Horsemen, make sure you get your tickets. The deadline's going to be February 13th, but it's a great night. We honor the PTHA Night of the Stars, and it's going to be awesome.
And we just got our ballots.
Yes.
We can all look them over the weekend and decide who's going to be the horse of the year and the divisional champions here at Parx.
It's kind of an open running, but we shall see. Well, great show for us. Hope you had a lot of fun hanging with DJ and I, and we'll catch you next time on Let's Go Racing.
Off and racing in the Parx Pennsylvania Derby in a flawless beginning, and seize the ray. He's going to seize the day in the Pennsylvania Derby. Here comes Torpedo Anna, a 16th left to go. Torpedo Anna, the Grizzly has the heart of a lion. Torpedo Anna gets the win, a narrow victory in the cotillion.